trying to understand and observing your own body language. How are you? What and what are the words that you are speaking with others? In today's session, we are going to have an amazing experience. Why? Because it's going to be very much interesting. And also, we are going to speak about the 55% what I spoke about yesterday. That's the body language, what I'm going to speak. But much about the non-verbal communication. So let's get started without any more delay. Well, what is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication is any kind of communication where the words are not being used. That communication could be, it means that it do not include newspapers, it do not include magazines, it do not include a language that we are speaking with others. But it can include a lot. But what does just the word lot mean? Yes, I'm going to explain to you now what it mean. So in non-verbal communication, we generally imagine that body language itself is non-verbal communication, and non-verbal communication means body language. But however, surprisingly, there are a lot of subtopics in non-verbal communication, which I'm going to detail to you in the further. But let's look at all those. The very first is proxemics, chronomics, kinesics, chromatics, haptics, olfactics, phonics and phonetics, physical characteristics, environmental characteristics, and finally paralingual. In yesterday, we discussed about what is paralingual. That is the word, the voice, and the tone of your words. That's called paralingual. It's almost a language, but not exactly. And what is, we are going to another very first topic today. That's what is proxemics. I'm sure you can have some guess. What does proxemics mean? It's all about the proximity. It's about the distance. Even distance do communicate a lot in our communication. Let me give you a study of how we communicate based on us. A good example here on the slide. Look, when someone who is very, very intimate to you, you keep them within the vicinity of 0 to 50 centimeters. That's just a scale, almost a scale of beyond 20 centimeters beyond a scale. So we keep them at that vicinity. They may be your wife, your spouse, your kids, your dogs, your pets. You keep them very near to you, which means that if you're having a dog in your lap, it means that others understand it's your pet. However, if you're having a dog and you love that, it may be pet or a street dog, but however, you love it a lot. On the other hand, if you look at some other animals, that may be a cat or a dog, which you don't like at all, you keep them in a different distance zone, which is called public zone, which goes beyond 4 meters. The distance of 0.5 to 1 meter, this is called personal zone. And these people could be your relatives. You give a shaken to them. You start speaking to them caringly and lovingly. And 1 to 4 is called social distance zone. Especially during the COVID, we had experienced this. Please maintain social distance. Social distance, it is beyond 4 meters. This is distance. And when we come to the public zone, this is called the extreme, if not the pinnacle, other end of proxemics. When we are in a public place, we expect others to maintain at least 4-meter distance. Imagine if you're traveling in an elevator, a lift, 0 floor to 15th floor. If not, just imagine that you are only two people there. And obviously, you'd be in one corner and the other person would be on the in, right? I'm sure. Just imagine it. I'm sure. Yes. So, similarly, the social distancing, personal and it in the proxemics zone. Well, now let's try looking into the other slides. I'm going to give you some more examples here. The first example that I'm going to give you here is distance between people whom you love and hate. Yes, just like how we maintain distance between people whom we love and whom we with whom we interact, we also do maintain distance with some people whom we hate. If at all you see someone whom you not, and you try to keep away your eyes and also your body far away from them, which mean that you are not in good terms with them. And this is a kind of communication. And just take into consideration, and you saw your enemy on the road, then immediately you turn yourself. That situation, your friend may ask this question, hey, what happened to you? What's this sudden abrupt behavior? And at that time he can sense probably that the other person who is coming on the street, you do not like him or her, right? So this is called hatred. So in proxemics, this also do play a crucial role. And the second example that I'm going to give you here is, apart from personal distance that's between people, there is also distance between us and natural disasters. Now let's just imagine there is a cyclone that got formed in Bay of Bengal, and you are living in maybe Vizag, if not in Chennai, and the cyclone is maybe 650 kilometers away from Chennai, and you're residing in Chennai. Then what would be your feeling, right? You'll be very much excited. After 2 days, you came to know that the cyclone is exactly coming, landing, having its landfall in Chennai, 2 kilometers away. You're more excited, is or not, right? And on daily basis, you'll be looking into internet and news. Where is the cyclone? When is it having a landfall, right? So that do communicate to us. And if someone who is residing in the other part of the world, they do communicate that we feel way, and we come to know that news that arriving to your house, maybe your son or mother or someone whomever they may be, they are going to arrive tomorrow or the day after. How much exact, wouldn't you, right? So this is called proxemics, the proximity. And the final example that I'm going to give you here is that of news. Example for you, you are just paper, and you saw that there was a ghastly, bloody murder that happened. Unsurprisingly, that murder happened just exactly in your city. And not just in your city, but in your street. Not just in your street, but just next house that you are residing. Now tell me, how much would this news make you very much excited about to read? And how much interesting would it be when compared to news where a murder happened in USA, right? So we have our interests. We get such a kind of enthusiasm, interest, and communication when we have it. So this is also a kind of communication. So just remember this word, the proximity. So going forward, just verify for yourself how much how much proximity are you having with news or with people or natural disasters. Whenever you just come across, just remember this word, that What's happening here is the Proxemics community. All about today. And tomorrow we'll be meeting with a wonderful topic. All right. Thank you very much. See you back again. The people again who are watching it live, please mention in the comment. Well, see you. All the best. More power to you. Good night.